Ahoy there, folks, and welcome back to Into the Breach, where we are going to be continuing a hard mode run. Now, we are going to need to unlock a squad. Which squad are we going to unlock? This one. Now, why are we unlocking that one? Because we're going to do a random squad. R30, what are you talking about? The reason I'm doing that is because I should eventually... Come on. It is possible, come on. Come on. Come on. Finally! Hey, that took way too darn long. Okay, so, before I screw that up, let's grab Bethany Jones and change some colors. You're gonna be a green, you're gonna stay that one, you're gonna be the green one, and I added a color so that I could have 3 different colors. Okay, now that I finally got the 3 Ice Mechs I was looking for, I feel like I went through every other possible combination that I could have. We are now going to start with this squad. Why are we doing this squad? Because I think it's silly to do 3 Ice Mechs as a random squad. That's really it. Because everyone does the triple Ice Mech. I'll do triple Ice Mech, but I'll do it in a way that's different from everyone else because I'm... gonna have to edit this down. That's going to be annoying. Okay, let's start. I should probably rename these guys. So, Ice 1, Ice 2, and Ice 3. Maybe I might be able to think of a better name later on, but... so, what are our achievements we are going for here? Loot boxes, we need 5 time pods. Lucky start, no reputation. And change the odds, get a bunch of grid defense. Luckily, we'll freeze everything, so we won't have to worry a bit about any of that, much of that. And then if we go to the other achievements, other ones we're going to be looking for... engineering dropout and trusted equipment, I guess. Let's see how it goes. So, we're going to do a 4-island run. So, how... I guess it really doesn't matter which Vex we go for, does it? So let's go for this one. I kind of want to leave the ones with the fireflies for later. In case, by some fluke, we end up getting a secret pod. So, let's start with this one. So, we need to aim here. So we'll start here. End the battle with less than 4 mech damage. Okay, that should be doable. So Bethany Jones will go there. Ice 2 and Ice 3 will go there and there. Bum. 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 You do 1 damage and burn. So you are now frozen. I don't know what happens if I try to freeze a target that's already frozen. So the idea with this sort of squad is that we need to keep at least 2, if not 3 of these things free at any given time. Just for safety's sake, really. Let's see then. You are a laser bot. Laser bot. Laser bot. Does whatever a laser thought. So this is slightly annoying, because I would like to just freeze you and have you break him out, but since you're attacking Bethany Jones there, that's not exactly what I want. So, I think what I'm going to do is let you attack that building. Do I want to freeze the building as well? I don't think that applies because of the shield. So we will freeze you. And you, but we'll leave you. Because we really should be leaving at least two mechs available to fire at any given time because of stuff like this. Now you do 3 damage, so we can actually just let you be, because you can break him out, the shield to be protecting of that, and in fact we can actually get 2 for 1. So you'll kill your buddy after they break us out. So we have 2 mechs with which to freeze, or 3 mechs to freeze. So you're on ice, and you're on ice. We'll even restore some of the ice on the water if we can. Alrighty, less than 4 mech damage, protect the power generator. Should be doable. So Blast Scion's completely useless because nothing's gonna die. I'll put the shielded one towards the back. Just in case. There's our first pod. Good, good, good. Okay, we need to get you on ice. You we can ignore. And you we can ignore. Let's put you on ice. We can still freeze you, and I think we will. Every back on ice. And we'll go ahead and freeze that building as well. Okay, so we got 2 mechs to deal with 3 Vec. Which isn't great, but it's okay-ish. Movement is a slight concern. So we need to get you and you on ice. So freeze you, prepare you, and freeze you. Once again, 3 Vec on the field, 2 mechs. Good news is that one of them's wasting his attack, the second one's wasting his attack, and the third one's wasting his attack. brilliant. So we can do this. Break you free. Freeze you. We can actually freeze you. We cannot. Because that was your turn, was to unfreeze. Do 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 do. And I think that's all we need to do. Alright, we'll go grab the pod. Open the door and we get the reactor core. Freeze and defend both robots. Simple. Three Vex spawns, also simple. But here's the thing. We do somewhat care about perfect islands, but we're not going to get perfect islands. So, honestly, we don't care what happens to in either of those cases. What we do care about is that we can put power into movements. This is something I forgot to realize in the past when I did this on normal. Because I'm a bit silly. So let's put you movement. Because that does not mess up the engineering dropout. So we now have a little bit of extra move. Let's do this one first. Or do we want to do this one first? Let's do this one. Let's freeze and defend both robots. It's gonna happen by just accident, really. Okay. At the same time, I don't want to be stuck as frozen if I don't need to. So we can freeze you for free, and I will. I'm going to freeze you. That was the wrong thing to freeze. That was very much the wrong. I needed to freeze you this way. And freeze you. And use you to freeze that. Bringing you closer if I can. Ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. So I'm going to move you back so that you can go around if needed. You need to break free. Move a little bit closer. You freeze that. No one is going to get that building. None. So, why does this squad work so well? That is a very interesting question that some folks would honestly wonder, because, well, why does it work so well? It's primarily because all of these VEC on the board, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 VEC on the board, that counts towards that cap of VEC that can be on the board at any given time. So the number of spawns late game is actually a lot lower than it is in the early game, at least for an individual mission. So this might be my first perfect run, we'll have to see. I'm doubtful that everything will work out perfectly, but you never know. Flash freeze. Okay, should be a fine. Should be a fine. Okay, some stuff's gonna freeze over here. So you are gonna already be on ice, so I can ignore you pretty readily. You we can freeze. And I'm not gonna care about the Vec blocking. Because we're not gonna get the perfect island. We can't kill the boss. The boss is gonna go on ice, and that's the end of it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, in this case, we may very well be taking some grid here, which I'm not happy about, but that's life. That is, in fact, life. Actually, we don't need to take grid, but we're going to be pretty severely limited on the next turn. So I'm going to hope that things work out okay. Okay-ish. 3 Vec. Well, 2 Vec. Oh, that's perfect, thank you. Whose side are you on? You imbeciles. You absolute madmen. So, yeah. I'm just gonna end my turn. Thank you. Now you two we do need to freeze. If possible. And it should be possible. Even better, I can do this. That. And that. Just get this nice cluster of frozen Vec. Block a spawn. And now we just need to freeze you. I'm not gonna bother breaking them out because they'll just, you know, be frozen again. Alright, time to chip away at us. Alright, there's our grid defense. Spider Leader. You know what's gonna happen with Spider Leader. Spider Leader's going on ice. Now. So you're attacking the tower, you're attacking a building, and you're spitting out baby spiders. So that's fun. Alright, that's risky, but better than taking grid. Does mean that there's probably a pretty high chance of taking grid this turn, though. Good news is that no one's actually attacking stuff, so we can prepare you. Freeze you. And leave this. The ice is only a temporary solution. Eh, true. So we now have more spiders. And an alpha. Ooh. Goes on ice just like everything else, though, so it's not a big problem. Alright, well this is pretty clear. Blocks a spawn, freezes something that's attacking grid. I think I am taking grid nevertheless, though, unless there's a better way I could have done that. Let me try it. We're on the second to last turn, we might as well use the reset. Yeah, that'll work a little bit better. Freezing you there. Freezing you there. And freezing you. So, we are going to have a lot of little spiders running around, but with how much ice there is on the field, there's a pretty good chance that they'll just attack, well, stuff on ice. And we can actually completely ignore the spider leader this turn. Because what's he going to do? That. The eggs don't do anything this turn. So we can ignore them. Which is always fun. Freeze you. I mean, we're still going to freeze it on principle, because, you know, we can't let it live. Are you crazy? Chance of regrouping and initiating future attacks, 78%. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, cool. There's an achievement. So, we can't spend any reputation. None. So I'm not even going to look at the reputation, I'm just going to move on. Which means it's only been 20 minutes, we're going to do another island in this episode. So, we got one time pod so far. We've already gotten one achievement. Let us go ahead and move on. Now, where do we want to go next? Well, this island has spiders, so let's get rid of it first. Okay, so I do want to go here and here, and then one of these guys. So, Marshall District will be first. Defend the tanks! Oh, that's easy. We freeze them. Hopefully. So we need to put you on ice. So we could do this to still block the attack. Put you over there, freeze you. We really don't care about the tanks, and honestly, I'm just going to let that tank die, because you need to be frozen. On the other hand, we can do this, which does protect the tank a little bit. So I guess I could do that. Alright, fine. We'll let the spider live one turn. I'm gonna regret it, but... I should have just let the tank die. There's no reason to keep it around. Because we now have got 5 Vec on the field. And no easy way to deal with all of them. So yeah, that tank, we're just gonna let it die. That tank, we're just gonna let it die. Everything else, we're gonna freeze. If we can. So you need to freeze. I mean, this works well too. Ah, fine. We'll save the tanks. Until I decide the tanks are useless. Okay. Everything now has extra health. Joy. So... yeah, killing stuff with the tanks isn't really going to help, is it? go ahead and do this. To, again, save the tank for a little bit longer. You'll kill a spider, so we will actually get some experience. What madness is this? You know, this isn't necessarily how this is supposed to be going. Stuff's supposed to be frozen right about now. Alright, it's this turn that we let the tanks die, because I need to save grid. Well, then again, I could just move the freaking tanks, so why not just do that? Okay, you are frozen. You are frozen. That's safe. Okay, so we lose one tank. Alright, fine. Wah, wah, wah. Goodbye, tank. So that's a lot of spec running away. So yay. But we get a grid. Goes to move. On you. I think I will actually move the pilots around a little bit. So that... No, I wanted the one with little lower move to go there. Because I've noticed that that's kind of a problem I've been having. Our equipment and resources to repair your mechs are limited. Please keep damage to a minimum. How about we just freeze everything? Can we just freeze everything? Time pod? Time pod. Okay, everything's just attacking that there. So that's actually pretty darn good. Because I can just do that and let the other Vec break them out. Cool. I can move these guys further forward. I guess I should throw something with you, but eh. Spider! We've got a spider. Spider needs to be frozen. What do I want to freeze? Freeze a building with you. Let that work itself out. Freeze you. And I guess just move you closer. Can't freeze the spider this turn because there's no way to get to him. But hey, we kill something at least. It's a rarity, we have to applaud it when we get it. That's annoying, but we can work around it, maybe. The emphasis on maybe. We still need to freeze something, at least. So we need to freeze you, and freeze you, and freeze you. We'll freeze a mountain. Snowy days are here again. Okay, we can ignore you guys. You we can kind of ignore. We can actually ignore quite a few things. There we go, finally goes. Alright, we get a booster weapon. Can't use that till later. But we do get our third reactor core, which can go towards move once again. Artillery supports. Again, one of those rare things that we can actually kill stuff at. So, we'll take advantage of it as we can. Alpha Leaper needs to be on ice ASAP. Do you have enough move to get to... No, you don't. So we can freeze this. Then we can move you to here, freeze him. Yeah, I like that idea. So let's use you to freeze this. You to freeze that. Move you to do some damage to him. And freeze him. Risky play, but we'll still have 2 mechs to deal with 3 Vec. We might even be able to get a twofer. No, we won't. Okay, you can attack that. I'll let you attack it. I actually don't want to do that because that will break that out. I can freeze it again. So I guess I will. That's really the main play with these guys, is free stuff while you're on top of a blocked spawn, get in the line of fire, especially with fireflies. You're dead. So we will actually get something for our troubles. It's going to take us forever to level up. And then we'll get grid defense, which is fine. Okay, block 3 Vex spawns, or don't kill a volatile Vec. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. We'll just freeze the volatile Vec and be happy about it. Yes, indeed, Bethany, we do need to help these people. Help them help themselves. Move a little bit closer so we have maneuverability as needed. Spider. Spider needs to be frozen. And we will freeze it. As we do. But just the spider. Everything else we're just going to block. Do do do. You see, this is how it's supposed to happen. Just get this nice cluster of stuff, all frozen, all the time. Alrighty. Alright, well, we got this chunk of the island. The Scion Abomination! Whatever it is, it's going on ice. Ice is nice. Doesn't mean that these guys will explode, but I mean, we're not killing them, so it doesn't matter. Not really. So, on ice. On ice. On ice. Do 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 do. Okay, that's actually fairly lucky on my part. That could have gone a lot worse. I couldn't do anything about that if I wanted to, really. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba. Alright, you'll break him out. You'll break him out. It's just this nice little cluster. Absolutely hilarious. Doo-doo. That and everything's starting to run out of stuff to attack, which is also always a fun problem to have. Freeze you. Freeze you. And freeze you. Alrighty. Alright, well, we protected the corporate tower, but of course the Scion Abomination. I mean, it's right there, so, you know, older nuke or something like that'll work. Alright, so that will conclude things for the first half of these things. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you the best for the rest of your day.